left-hand side against Heartless Gods on the right-hand side. It's a best-of-3 series. Like, straight away, we do see a Lorelei ban, followed by a Churn Walker ban on the side of Heartless Gods. I'm expecting either Anka or Reza to be banned on the side of Vegetable Juice. What do you kind of think yourself? Oh, says well. Interesting.
I'm gonna say the Celeste ban. That's definitely interesting. Definitely a really good mid laner. Looks like it's gonna bait out that Anka pick and maybe give them a first pick Reza, but I know they're gonna go with the Vox pick. Definitely a solid pick. Both paths are really strong.
Yeah, but it's not exactly first priority pick when you have the likes of Yates, Finn, Arden, so many others that, in my opinion, are Reza, Idris. They're actually a lot stronger than Vox. So it definitely, I don't agree with the Vox first pick, but then looking over on the side of Heartless Gods, they gone for a Lyra first pick. You need some, maybe the NA meta is just a little bit different now. Millennium is definitely a good pick coming out from the side of Heartless Gods if they do match it. Okay, they're over and over the Finn. They go for the Finn eventually. That tells me that is actually going to be a mid lane Lyra, to be perfectly honest, which could be a little bit spicy.
Yeah, definitely going to be fun to see that. Definitely not too bad though, because Finn, really good roam currently. My opinion, one of the best, one of my favorites. But paired with the Lyra is going to be really strong in that side. And we see the Arden picked up on the side of Vegetable Juice.
Yeah, looking pretty good. But the only thing about picking up Yates when you have Finn on the opposing team is Finn's essentially counters Yates. So what that leads to is that unless you can really pull off that pick of the Yates, you're going to definitely be negated late game by the power, the ability, the kit that Finn has in his belt to get the better of you. So I'm definitely interested to see how Vegetable Juice do play that Yates pickup. However, getting Arden was definitely not the worst pick in the world. What we are seeing though is that Flicker's being picked up on the side of Heartless Gods, followed by Jewel. Jewel CP top lane is in the meta in the 3.8 patch, and yes, it's late game. Yes, she requires at least 2 damage items to be any kind of impact in the game, but my god, when you get 2-3 damage items on her, she is ridiculous. So really one of the strongest pickups right now. And then we do see Reza and Silvernail as the final 2 picks on the side of Vegetable Juice, and it seems like they're hovering over Kinetic Silvernail is a really nice pickup. I do like coming out from Vegetable Juice because he's very much in the meta 3.8 patch, has a nice bit of zoning, is able to kind of negate the likes of the pulls, the buildy kits that the likes of even Flicker has, and will kind of push him away somewhat. But what do you think of the draft as we do see Kinetic has finally been picked up on the side of Heartless Gods?
Man, I'm really enjoying this draft. Solid comps on both sides, and definitely looking forward to seeing how they play this. I've been seeing, playing, getting back into the game, a lot of top lane or even like a bot lane Arden, aside from giving him the normal roam position. So I've been liking seeing that in the meta a lot. Brings back the good old days for me.
It does, and I have a feeling, looking at the comp on the side of Vegetable Juice, it's going to be a mid lane Vox, CP Vox. There's going to be a top lane Arden, jungle Reza, bot Silvernail, and support Yates. That's what I'm thinking on the side of Vegetable Juice. And then looking at Heartless Gods, I think it's going to be a jungle Flicker, top CP Jewel, mid CP Lyra, bot lane Weapon Power Kinetic, and then obviously support Finn. That's what I'm thinking is going to come out between these 2 teams. So Blake, we are into this game.
Yep, definitely, slightly dull for the first 30 seconds to a minute, but when you have these, high tier teams, you see action early on, especially going after those crystal buffs. Very important getting access to those in that early game to give you that little bit of extra damage, especially with the few items you have in the beginning.
Yeah, so we're going to see these rotations that are coming out. We do see 4 members of Heartless Gods are kind of looking to go towards the Crystal Tree and then push Fez away. Nice rotations coming out from Heartless Gods. However, Vegetable Juice did the exact same thing on the opposite side of the jungle. So overall, it's a bit of an even trade, and even a gold difference, even though it's only the first minute, is very, very similar, the exact same on both teams. Blake. So generally, a bit of a passive early game start, and looking at Vegetable Juice's comp with the Yates and the CP Vox, definitely looking to go towards late game, at least from that side of things. But then when you look on the side of Heartless Gods, Finn is very much late game, so is Jewel. So both comps are somewhat late game, beneficial, but we are seeing Tizuki doing a lot of damage onto the Finn. So yeah, we will just see. We are about just under 2 minutes into this game. The goal difference is about 400 on this side of Vegetable Juice in this game. A very little difference. When we look at the CS, we do see that the Vox is on 14 and Lyra is on 12, so they're both very similar. And then as we do pan to the top lane, we do see Fez is under pressure from Jay the Green and Crucible player up in that top lane, so looking to make sure that Kinetic can see CS up to the highest standard. Crucible players on 18 CS as opposed to Blanks' 10 in the bottom lane, but now with the wave on the side of Blanks, will look to capture that CS in due time. So it's going to be interesting enough going into this game. Blake, are you with us?
Yes, I'm loading back into the game as we speak.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't sure. So you are loading back into this game. So just under 3 minutes into this game, and the goal difference is minimalistic, 300 gold in the favor of Vegetable Juice. Like I said, both comps are kind of very much late game driven, so there's going to be a certain level of passiveness, I believe, in the early game. Plus, NA is passive generally in 5v5, what I'm finding, outside of the natural meta, but we do see with the rotations being captured, it does seem that Vegetable Juice will be able to capture their own CP buff being taken by Tizuki in that mid lane Vox, and then the CP buff being taken, I believe, by Lyra on the side of Chescala. So again, very similar. I am interested to see what the damage is going to be, how effective that damage is going to be with
going in. Gonna try to get that Reza, but Reza's gonna pop the flask, gonna be able to get out of there. They are gonna be able to take a little bit of that jungle as they just try to get that gold lead more in their favor.
Welcome back, Blake. Nice to have you here. But yeah, so this is Jada Green working really well up in that jungle. I'd like to see him rotate to mid maybe a little bit more to see what he can do, but let's see how it does pay off for himself going into this game as a Crystal player. Jada Green really pushing that top lane, Blake.
Yeah, doing a really good job getting a lot of pressure on that Reza, but Silvernail down at the bot with Yates doing enough pressure there against the Jewel as well. Getting the pull in onto the Jewel. Jewel jumps away, is going to get out safely, as it looks like they may be getting this top tower here for the side of
Heartless Gods.
Yeah,
not quite. Yeah, not quite being captured. Also, one thing I want to point out, which I definitely think is interesting, and I don't directly agree with, is it's actually going to be a support Arden, as the turret has finally been taken down by the Flicker, so as the first turret going over the Heartless God, is that the Arden is support and the Yates is actually jungle / utility. I actually think it would have been better to have the Arden top lane, Reza jungle, and the Yates support. In my opinion, that would have been a little bit better, because it would have allowed for the Reza to really kind of gank and cause a bit of an early game distraction to what is generally a bit of a late game comp coming out from Heartless Gods. Like, so definitely curious to see how this formation does work. The gold difference is about a gold in the favor of Vegetable Juice, so that could spell something interesting, as Suzuki's already picked up the alternating current and now, but so is Chescala. So either way, from a CS point of view, they're very similar, but will 53
Yates getting the pull in. Stun's gonna go off. It looks like Kinetic is going to go down. First blood on the side of Vegetable Juice. Nice pull from the Yates there, getting the Kinetic in and getting the stun off.
Exactly, and also the fact that it's gone over to the Vox, that is an extra little bit of gold in his pocket. Plus with that CS difference, when Chescala only has 44, Tizuki has 58, that's going to really make a difference, because that Vox has 1600 gold in his pocket, but let's see, he's moving down towards that bot lane, but not quite getting done, as the Ghostwing has landed 6 minutes into this game. And like I said, the goal difference is just over a K in the favor of Vegetable Juice, and it's kind of going according to plan. But like I said, Heartless Gods, late game calm.
Going in for the turret up top, is going to be able to get it, popping the flask. Might get caught up by the kinetic, but is going to use the Nether Form detonation there. Going to Troublemaker over the wall, and he's going to be able to get out safely with a turret under his belt. Good job by Fez.
Very good job by Fez. You take an opportunity, and with that Reza having a surface mass, it's a weapon power Reza. By the way, very interesting. We're starting to see weapon power Reza very much more in the meta. I'm going to see how he does play along. We do see Silver Nail blanks on this. Silver Nail does the Sour Blade, and a Crucible player also has Sour Blades as well. So these kind of power spikes are coming into fruition, with Angel's getting a fountain already, but so does a Deceiver, or Deceived. We're engaging in mid lane.
There goes the Force Accord, not quite going to connect onto anybody, going to be safe. It's a 5v2 here in the mid lane right now, but the rest of the team rotating. Silver Nail trying to get a little bit of a push there on the bot lane, is going to be able to get that turret at bot, as we see the lane getting pushed here in the mid. Vox able to hold it off though with those resonance bounces.
Yeah, not quite able to really hook between the Force Accord and the Rocket Leap, but I like what Heartless Gods were trying to do. It's that initiation that can make a difference. But Chascala with JD Green in around this Crystal Tree area, Blake looking to really push down.
Angels is going to be able to take the Crystal Tree though, as Reza goes in with another form detonator. Stun goes off from Yates, going to get it off. Gauntlet goes down, going to get the stun off onto the Lyra. Kinetic is out for the count by the Silver Nail. Lyra just barely able to get out as they look to chase down the Finn. It looks like that'll probably be a double kill. Yes, double kill for the Silver Nail. Good retaliation there for the side of Vegetable Juice.
Yeah, I do like the rotations that are coming out from them. Really great job by Blanks. You know, because he's got that bot lane turret, therefore he doesn't really need to hang around there, Blake. So he's able to push that wave, rotate up to mid, and cause more and more an upset for Heartless Gods, and allow the map control to stay in the favor of Vegetable Juice. So really great job by him, and it also will lead to them being able to capture Ghostwing. So what this is, Blake, is this is kind of creating a bit of a snowball effect for Vegetable Juice, because every single kill, as we do see Fez is looking to take that goal. Look, is he going to be able to get out of there?
Oh, he's going to get pushed back by the Rocket Leap. Not quite going to get out safely, but a little bit of gold. Maybe his team will be able to hold off this 4v5 here in mid lane. The cord goes out with the big red button. Gonna knock Yates down very low. He is out for the count, as Vox getting the resonance bounces, trying to put something out here in this fight. There goes the kill on Silver Nail. Gonna get a kill for the side of Vegetable Juice.
That was a great connection between Force Accord and the big red button, and that can very much go in the favor of Heartless Gods later on in the game, but it's just a little bit too early for them.
Yates coming in with the ult for the engagement, get the stun off. Lyra is gonna go down with the resonance bounces. Paul's gonna bring Flicker in, gonna try to finish him off, not quite, gonna take him out. Kinetic trying to get something there onto the Vox, but gonna pop the fountain on this side of Vegetable Juice, get him back up to full health.
Yeah, so you know, look at the Heartless Gods. We're 10 minutes into the game, only 10 minutes. 1.6k gold in the favor of Vegetable Juice is absolutely ridiculous. We see Suzuki has 3 damage items already with 101 CS. That is ridiculous. That is him on a rampage in this game, and it's all about protecting the Vox and allowing him to get up this resonance bounce. His Mooncloak though is activated, Blake.
Yep, they're gonna try to look for an engagement going in after the Reza. Getting right on top of him is going to get the slowdown with the Fairy Dust. And here comes Finn with the Polite Company, but the Netherform Detonator is going to get him out of there. Forced Accord, not quite going to connect, as we see Vox coming in for some backup along with the Silver Nail. So it looks like they're going to look for a counter engagement here and try to get something off it, using the portal from Lyra there to get some nice damage. Wait for it, goes off. Going to silence the Finn, get a little bit of bounce from the Resonance, and oh my goodness, great gauntlet plays, gets the stun off onto the Flicker, and gets that resonance bounce, enough damage to take out that Lyra. They're going to be able to get their second turret here in the mid lane, and looks like maybe be able to rotate up top for a second turret there as well, while there's 2 teammates down for Heartless Gods.
Man, Vegetable just rolling on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders. 11 minutes into this game, the goal difference is very much in their favor. Itemization is in their favor big time. I am kind of interested as to why Fez didn't go Poison Shiv on Reza. Now, I know Poison Shiv isn't normally a favorable item on a weapon power Reza, but in the situation where you have a Finn and you have a Lyra, even though it's a CP Lyra, there's still a lot of healing and a lot of damage. Therefore, I feel it actually would have been effective, especially because the Silvernail doesn't have Poison Shiv. But either way, it's still paying off for Vegetable. Just like I said, Suzuki's on a rampage with that 3 damage item already in only 12 minutes. This is them just snowballing it. Heartless Gods, they have the combination and the late game comp to cause more of an issue with the Force Accord and the big red button, but the thing is they were trying to do it too early in the game, Blakeinator, and what that happened was, yes, it was a little bit effective, but with the lead Vegetable Juice have, Heartless Gods do not want to initiate a team fight. It's the last thing they should be doing in this situation, because Savior M only has the 1 damage item, which is the Spellfire, and when you look at Crucible Player, only has 2 damage items, essentially half an item to an item. No, actually a full damage item behind Blanks. But look at this.
Comes out, it's going to pull in 2 people as they get the stun off with the Quibble. Looking to re-engage though. Damage coming off from Silvernail is going to take out the Finn. There goes the ult coming down from Yates. Going into the fight, going to be able to get the kill, double kill for Silvernail. Ult from Flicker trying to get Kinetic out of there, but Kinetic gets pulled in by the Yates. Nice pull. Is going to get that triple kill for the side of Vegetable Juice, and they're going to be able to go back onto that Black Claw and take it.
Man, it all is said and done on the side of Vegetable Juice in terms of their 10k goal ahead. The focus on Heartless Gods, again, there's no let the Black Claw go. You haven't hit your power spikes, or you haven't got to that late game. Every single team fight that Heartless Gods are involved in, they're losing. They're losing gold, they're losing players, they're losing objectives. By avoiding a team fight, the worst thing they can do is slow down the snowball effect. The worst thing they can do is slow down the snowball effect coming out from Vegetable Juice. The best thing they can do in a situation is slow down. But either way,
Yates with the pull is going to pull in the Lyra. They're going to be able to melt her down pretty quickly. Gauntlet comes down, is going to stun the Flicker. Flicker goes down to the Silvernail, Jewel goes down to the Silvernail. Resident going after the Flicker. Flicker is low. Going to pop the flask. Going to be able to get out of there, and goes back to the port, but just going to take down the Aegis here in the end. Quadra kill for the side of Vegetable Juice. Nice game 1 victory.
Well, yep, snowball effect. Heartless Gods didn't play the comp to their advantage. I don't agree with the Flicker pickup in hindsight when you have such a late game comp initially, because what that does is Flicker is very strong early game, but when you're not able to capitalize on that in other areas of the map, the Flicker becomes a little bit useless. Never mind the fact that it was just a pure utility-based Flicker, and the 3.8 meta, it doesn't really work. The goal difference was very much in the favor of Vegetable Juice when you look at the fact that Suzuki had 125 CS and Chescala only has 89. And then Blanks has 105 and Crucible Player only has 75. Ridiculous coming out from Vegetable Juice. They played their comp excellently and they take this game 1 confidently. Blake, Heartless Gods need to recognize the comp that they want to play, and it just
see what kind of work can be done with a weapon or even a CP. I've seen both ways played. Man, back in the day I used to play that all the time, but we're gonna see the ban come out for Arden, so my dreams are busted. Heartless God, you guys are heartless, man.
Feels bad, man. But it's an anchor ban on the side of Vegetable Juice, which is a wise choice when you are not the first pick, followed by a very much targeted ban of Vox on the side of Heartless Gods. I don't disagree with that. Blake. I could turn around and suggest other bans, like maybe a Charm Walker or a Reza. But hey, look, it's effective. It was effective in the last game, so taking it away on the side of Vegetable Juice isn't the worst thing in the world. But they have the first pick as Lorelei was banned on the side of Vegetable Juice. They have many to choose from between Finn, Yates, Charm Walker, Lyra, Reza, Idris. They've gone for Celeste. First pick Celeste. It's not the wisest thing in the world, in my honest opinion. But we do see Vegetable Juice are going for a Charm Walker first pick and a Finn second pick. So, like, is that going to be top lane Finn, jungle Finn, fourth Finn? Is it going to be support Charm Walker? Is it going to be jungle Charm Walker? Is it going to be top lane Charm Walker? I personally have no idea. I'm really... Because obviously it's the first two picks, so we don't have any idea how the shape of the rest of our draft is going to be. But we will be able to have a better idea in the next couple of seconds because Heartless Gods have locked in their next two picks, which is going to be a Yates, followed by an Inara. I agree with the Inara pick, but in my opinion, instead of the Yates, they should have gone for a Reza pickup. The reason why is because Reza and Inara work really well together as a complete dive comp, and looking to shut down somebody like Charm Walker before he can get his hooks on all the team and getting onto the back line. Inara and Reza work really, really well together. So I do like what is happening on the side of I do think Heartless Gods could have picked better, but then over on the side of Vegetable Juice, they've gone for an Adagio, which I'm not gonna lie, doesn't aid in positional wise where these heroes are gonna play. I can kind of maybe tell you based on the positions of the previous game, Blanks might be playing a bot lane Adagio. We do see Idris being picked up, which I do like. But now, on the side of Heartless Gods, they've gone for a Flicker again, which I'm going to say nothing for now and just see what their last pickup is going to be in this situation. Is it going to be a Lyra again? Is it... I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit confused by both drafts. Blake, I saw... has been
Alexa! The solo queue plays. The solo queue plays coming out. Auto Alexa.
Yeah, I you know what? It's 1:20 in the morning for me. My mind's frazzled. Part of me doesn't have the energy to dissect these drafts right now. I'm just gonna play by ear, see where they play positioning, see what the rotations are like between the two teams, and I'm sure I will form a more coherent opinion as we get into this game. All I know is that based on the previous game and the previous domination from Vegetable Juice, I'm going to give it over to them on that. But we are into this game. Blake, do you have to reload into the game?
So far.
Okay. In the next seconds, indeed. But either way, we are 20 seconds into this game. Lane minions have arrived for the lovely players in this game to take advantage of. And now we're seeing 4 out of 5 players on the side of Heartless Gods are staying around this mid lane area. That's a bit of a normal rotation. Oh, the hook comes out on the side of JD Green, and it doesn't quite connect onto any member of Vegetable Juice in this first rotation as the heal does come out. But let's see what happens as we're getting a bit of engagement and a bit of a pressure on the side of Vegetable Juice over in the Crystal Treant over Heartless Gods, as it is
Flicker
taken.
is going to be able to get the Crystal Treant. Great job by Flicker.
Man, always rely on a Flicker to steal an objective in some way, shape, or form, and that does help Heartless Gods a little bit. But already we're seeing Vegetable Juice are 400 gold ahead with only 1 minute 20 played in this game. Tsuzuki is playing a top weapon power Saw and has been put under pressure already by Crucible player and Jay the Green. And then over in the mid lane, we're seeing Chuskayla and Deceived putting pressure on this Angel and Fez, which is kind of to be expected. Lovely core claps.
Yeah, really good job by the Celeste being able to land off that stun. Almost able to take out that Idris, but not quite going to be able to finish him off. As we just see the sigils coming out from Lyra, just keeping Celeste topped off a little bit here and there, trying to put a pressure on this Idris and Finn.
Yeah, and like I said, it's kind of to be expected because one, Lyra is a great early game hero from a support point of view. Oh, great core collapse!
Man, really just good back and forth going off from each side. Here in this mid lane, both Idris and Celeste being low here. Gonna be able to go back, and Celeste gonna share a little bit of this gold treant, getting up in that gold, get her items a little bit quicker, hopefully dish out some more damage and take this Idris out next time she goes back into the lane.
Yeah, so what is kind of interesting is Fez is actually ahead on CS compared to Chuskayla, so that is kind of interesting to see, and the gold is favouring in the side of Vegetable Juice. We are nearly just 3 minutes into this game, and as we do see, Crucible player is on 14 CS, and then we do see that Blanks is on 17 CS, Tsuzuki's on 19 to 20. So overall, it's kind of looking good for Vegetable Juice, as they are, like I said, about 1.5k gold ahead with only 3 minutes played. And when they have a comp that is kind of late game based, it's looking pretty good for Vegetable Juice, even though Fez is under a little bit of pressure. But this Crystal Treant has spawned up.
Churnwalker with the hook and chains. Nara coming in, going to get the buff. Has both a weapon and a CP buff. Is going to be a little bit dangerous here. Double buff is always something to watch out for.
Double buff on an hour with double weapon blade. That's really not bad. So nice plays coming out from Heartless Gods in this game. They're not falling behind as much as, let's say, they kind of did in the first game, but either way, Vegetable Juice are keeping them under a little bit of pressure, keeping them nice and tidy in all areas of the map. And in fairness, Tsuzuki's holding his own in the bottom lane. He's actually going to be a CP. So the comp that is on the side of Vegetable Juice is ridiculously late game, Blake. And when they're already near 1.5k gold ahead, it's just letting them get to that late game quicker than usual. But still kind of overall passive. We've yet to see a kill on the board, Blake.
Yeah, very much a stalemate so far in this game. A lot of close calls by both sides, but they're just both playing extremely well this game. And you just have to wait and see who gets that. The
pressure is definitely still being kept on. And in fairness, the Adagio and the Churnwalker are doing a lot of work on that top lane, putting a good bit of pressure in that third. River Shops have arrived 5 minutes into this game. Once again, the goal difference is definitely in the favor of Vegetable Juice. It's actually increased to about 2k, and that comes down from just the CSing that's overall being done on the side of Vegetable Juice, because Blanks is on 37 and Crucible player is doing pretty good, but it's only on 34. Then we see 38 on the side of Chuskayla and 30 on Fest. So it should be looking pretty good for Heartless Gods, but they seem to be losing a little bit when it comes down to gold, because now they're 3k gold behind. Man, it is all it's all starting to snowball a little bit for Vegetable Juice. They're looking pretty damn dominating.
Solar Storm is going to be able to steal that buff and give off a little bit of damage. And Nara going to be able to jump out safely. Yates with the stun onto the Churnwalker, but Churnwalker going to pull him back. Idris trying to get a little bit of damage off. Yates pull, not quite going to connect onto the Idris, just barely missed by as Idris looks to just continue pressure onto the Celeste and Lyra with that CP buff. Flicker following the Finn, kind of just like, hey, I'm here. You know it, but you can't see me.
Tsuzuki gets it cheeky. Absolute lovely looking kind of poke on to the side of Jada Green and got that kill, and then actually stole the health tree with the same ability. Suzuki is looking pretty good, but now Jada Green comes in.
Yeah, gonna come in with the ult, get back there with the Inara. Flicker trying to defend this top turret, but Adagio and Churnwalker doing a nice job. Churn taking some turret shots to keep some of those minions alive. Mini Candide off both sides as they continue to push past that first turret.
They are definitely
coming down from the Finn. A little bit of an engagement here. We see Idris going in, gonna go onto the Inara, not quite gonna take her out with the Chakram. Gonna go onto the Lyra, doing some nice damage. Yates' stun comes out, is gonna land onto the Idris. Idris is low, is gonna ult onto the Inara. Inara tries to jump away right as he ult, so he goes with her. Great job by Fez there, sticking onto the Inara, and that's gonna be another kill for the side of Vegetable Juice.
And already then in the top lane, they're holding their own in a bit of a skirmish in bot lane. All the while in the top lane, Blanks and Polyphemus are doing a lot of damage. We're seeing the Idris get into his power spike a little bit more because he's already got the Shatter Glass compared to the Spellfire, which isn't a bad item coming out from the Celeste. He's just dealing a little bit more damage, especially with that perk. Then we do see Blanks has got Sour Blade. Tizuki has also got Mortal Wounds coming out from the Celeste. Solar Stone connects onto Adagio. Like I said, with Blanks on the Sour Blade as well. It's all looking pretty sweet for Vegetable Juice.
A roadie run coming out from the Saw. Gonna be able to take out that Inara under the turret and look to push this lane. Here, bot for that first turret. Oh, Core Collapse coming out. Stunned by Yates comes down. Is going to take down the Idris. That's going to be a kill for the side of Heartless Gods. Looking to hopefully bring this back a little bit more in their favor. Nice damage coming out from the Celeste onto the Finn, but not quite going to take him down as turret goes down there in the bot lane from Suzuki.
Yeah, and there's no point getting a kill in mid lane if you're not going to be able to push them with an objective. And yeah, they got the kill, which isn't a bad thing, but they lost their turret down in the bot lane. So overall, there's actually a loose situation coming out from Heartless Gods. Vegetable Juice looking more and more dominating. Flicker now in the top lane with the Adagio, as you see 3 members of the Vegetable Juice team just kind of hanging around mid lane, but Churnwalker is now looking to join his teammate Blanks up in that top lane to maybe actually have a bit of a gank onto the Flicker. Let's see what can happen, Blake. But all the while in the mid lane, Fez and Angel doing a lot of damage onto the sea.
Core Collapse coming out from Celeste, followed by the Heliogenesis. Gonna do some nice damage. Solar Storm comes out. Finn gonna body block it with Idris getting to safety. Trying to take out the Finn, but Finn just too tanky. He's gonna be able to walk under turret and get the safety there. But they're looking to take this Crystal Tree, and it looks like they are going to successfully take nice pull. Plus the Core Collapse coming out from Yates and Celeste. Going to get the kill onto the Churnwalker and look to push this mid lane against this Idris and Finn. Heliogenesis coming down one right after the other, getting a lot of poke damage in, and they just can't do much as Adagio comes in with a rotation. Gonna portal in onto the Idris. Idris goes down. The 4-man Quibble comes out from Finn, but Celeste gonna be able to take down the Finn. Adagio doing some nice damage though. There goes the Lyra as Saw comes in, was able to take down the Inara, it looks like, as he looks to continue into this fight. They are invis though because the Mooncloak. There goes the stun off from the Yates. Core Collapse not quite going to connect, and the Shank just comes out and just annihilates the Flicker. There goes the ult coming out from Saw. Going to get the Shank off. Not quite going to kill, but going to connect. There goes the ult bullets coming off from Saw as Churnwalker gets the final kill on to Yates. Great job by Saw turning that fight around as they look to take some of the jungle fire.
Yeah, so by the way, absolutely fantastic initial engagement coming out from Heartless Gods as the mid turret has been destroyed on the side of it. Great initial team fight engagement, getting the kill with that hook with the Core Collapse. But where it fell apart for Heartless Gods, and this is where, you know, having a better experience and better focus and knowing what to go for, they should have purely focused on that mid lane turret. No point in initiating a team fight underneath the turret if you don't know where the rest of the team are, Blake. So they didn't know where the Saw was. They realistically didn't know where the Adagio was. They engaged underneath the turret. Yes, they got a kill, but they started taking turret damage. And then we saw the Saw coming in, we saw the Adagio coming in. And overall, because Visual Juice are so far ahead in gold and realistically itemization, they were going to win that team fight engagement underneath the turret, and they looked to capture Ghostwing. So Heartless Gods, if you do get a kill and get the start of a team fight win and you're able to take an objective, focus on an objective ahead of a team fight engagement underneath the turret, especially when you are behind on itemization and gold. That is just basic kind of learning experience and something that hopefully you will take on board going into the next couple of team fights in this game. But we are seeing Black Claw has been unleashed, and with the Ghostwing going over in the favor of Vegetable Juice, this could be the time where they could just go for Black Claw, either secured or actually start a team fight engagement and force Heartless Gods to maybe...
the cord coming out. Trespass gonna go off and get the triple stun off from the Churnwalker. Going in, Chakram gets some nice damage with the Quibble stun, holding him in. Gonna Bullet Storm there, and gonna finish off the Flicker. That's gonna be one kill for the side of Vegetable Juice. Looks like they're going to be going for the Black Claw now that they're up one man and clearly have the advantage in this team fight.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Vegetable Juice playing the calculated, logical.
Oh, Suki getting caught out, but the damage! Inara is gonna go down to the Idris, the roadie run, almost one-shotting her from the Saw before he went down, so Suki not going down without a fight and is taking him down with him.
Great job for Suzuki, playing a somewhat off-meta CB Saw in that kind of top lane position. So really good job coming out from Vegetable Juice, with the Black Claw bearing down on the mid lane, Blake.
Yeah, gonna be able to get that second turret as they continue to push this. Nice poke damage just coming out from the Idris, building up that damage here. He is building towards the Star Blade, trying to get that double perk action going on, making him even more dangerous as the Adagio split pushing while the Black Claw's going down mid, taking that second turret there in the top lane as they back off with a great 1 kill, 2 turret advantage from that Black Claw.
Yeah, and gold turret objective advantage. It's just Vegetable Juice kind of steamrolling this more and more. Looking at the itemization, Fez has got a hybrid Idris, by the way, just want to point out, hybrid Idris with Shatterglass, Alternating Current, and Starblade. So the basic attacks, the Chakram, there's going to be a hell of a lot of damage coming out from that Idris. Then we do see Blanks has 2 damage items of Starblade, Bone Saw, Suzuki with that Saw, Spellfire, Shatterglass, and looking to build into what is most likely a Broken Myth. Pretty damn disgusting. And then we do see Angel Zen and Polyphemus just being that tank as teamfight engagement is looking to happen.
Nice stun coming out from Yates, but there goes the Chakram out from the Idris. Solar Storm comes down, not quite going to connect, or not quite going to take anyone down. Trespass comes out, is going to stun the Celeste. Chakram goes down, and Celeste is out for the count. Inara was able to get a kill onto the Adagio, but Idris going on to the Flicker. Flicker is down for the count. Saw just getting a little bit of push there. Ult from his shots, not quite going to take out the Yates. Yates is going to make it out alive as Saw goes in with the roadie run, but not quite going to be able to make it. Backs out after taking 2 turret shots.
See, that teamfight engagement was 5v4. Like, Heartless Gods had all members of their team up. Suzuki was nowhere near Vegetable Juice's or the rest of Vegetable Juice team yet. Vegetable Juice came out on top. I don't know why Heartless Gods keep on engaging when they are so far behind in itemization and gold. It doesn't make sense. You're only ramping up that snowball effect. You're only justifying the difference in gold and itemization that Vegetable Juice have. When you're so far behind, you want to stall out that game as much as possible. You want to get to the point where both comps have all their items, but the point your side, your comp don't have a disadvantage in itemization when it comes to the damage items, the offensive items that are ever so important in the team fights. Never mind the fact that realistically, Vegetable Juice are just playing the game more sensibly, more coherently, more, just better as a 5-man team, and that is also twice as important. But yeah, 60 minutes into this game, a little bit longer than the last game. The goal difference isn't so high as we saw in the previous game, so definitely kind of better stuff coming out from Heartless Gods, but definitely in no way what they kind of should be against a team like Vegetable Juice.
Yeah, Celeste going to be able to secure the crystal buff as Black Claw lands, and Vegetable Juice just going straight for it. Heartless God's looking to, give a little bit of contention here, but Idris getting the nice poke. Stun comes out from Yates, not quite going to connect on anybody. Quibble is going to land onto the flicker as they try to run. There goes Idris into the fight, but is going to be taken out by the Celeste. Finally in the favor of Heartless Gods as the Mooncloak comes out from the flicker. Ult coming down from the Yates is going to get onto the Adagio. Adagio goes down as it is a 5v3 right now. Finn is the next one to be taken out. Cole comes in onto the Churnwalker. Churnwalker trying to put up resistance, has the hook and chain on all 5, but he is down for the count as well. It's going to be a 4-kill advantage for the side of Heartless Gods, and all 5 of them are still alive with a Lyra on their side. But Suki, the mortal wound from the, oh my gosh, from the Spellfire is going to be able to take out that, that Inara.
Suzuki, what are you doing, man? You're trolling so hard. Good.
The war tread's being taken out. Ooh.
Yeah, but you're stopping Heartless God from porting back quicker. Okay, he's going to lose.
The pull from JDJ Green is going to secure that kill onto Suki. It was a good job, though. Was able to keep them off of the Black Claw for the time being. Exactly.
So that was actually clever stuff coming out from Suzuki. But I want to give a lot of compliments to Heartless Gods, because what they did in that last team fight, and actually also great credit to Chescada for kind of pushing back and kind of guiding back in that team fight engagement. The Idris didn't quite or actually used his ultimate a little bit too early, and what that allowed is that when the Solar Storm absolutely ripped through all 5 members of Vegetable Juice, it caught out Idris in the wrong time. He was already low in health, so he got ripped out of it because he has little to no defense. And then that allowed Heartless got to play on that, but we're seeing another game.
So here comes the suppressing fire from the Saw, doing some nice damage. You're gonna pull in the Yates. Yates goes down for the count from the Idris. Idris going in for the chase. Gonna get some damage off onto the Lyra, but the Mooncloak is going to be able to get them out safely as the Solar Storm comes down, hitting the Finn and starting the Black Claw as we see Vegetable Juice going and finishing the Black Claw, or at least gonna try to.
Yeah, they should be able to secure the Black Claw. What is actually interesting is that Heartless Gods are actually looking to get the Ghost Wing. I don't disagree with that. Now, Fez and the rest of Fez and Suzuki, what are you doing, guys? Let's see how this is play out.
Oh, Fez going in with the ult. Is gonna go off. Is gonna go down to the Inara. Suzuki not quite gonna be able to take him out, but Black Claw was taken, and they got them to back off of the Ghost Wing. Ghost Wing is secured by the side of Vegetable Juice, and the Force the Corn is gonna hook in the Inara. Inara trying to escape here. The Roadie Run gonna be able to take out the Flicker. Everything is just going down south extremely quick for the side of Heartless Gods as Black Claw takes down that last turret in the mid lane. Still almost full health and getting a nice push there at the bot.
Yeah. So now let's see what happens. Blanket was right. Fantastic.
Oh, nice trespass coming out from the Churnwalker. The Roadie Run's going to be able to finish off the Yates. Yates goes down. The Armory is going to be taken out there in the mid lane as Idris isn't even in the fight, and it looks like they're going to be able to finish this game off. Suppressing Fire going to take down the Celeste, and that's going to be game 2 for the side of Vegetable Juice and the series.
Yeah, so Heartless Gods definitely played a lot better in that last game. They were a little bit more sensible. They did play their comp a little bit better, and they had overall a better comp. Where it fell apart for them, Blake, in my opinion, was they did engage a little bit in the wrong places a couple of times. The Flicker was just a bad pickup for the rest of our comp, because Flicker falls off so heavily. Reza would have been better. The Idris would have been better. If you're going to have an hour on the weapon power in bot lane or even jungle, you need another engagement hero that's going to be able to complement that. Or if you're going to have a tanky hero to